Wild shape is a peculiar thing. Some things work with it while others do not. Idea for this video came to me while trying to do a build for wild shape Halsin. After playing a bit with wild shape options, it is clear that specific builds are not viable up until this point in the game, which is level 8. Reason is that building towards specific wild shape animal is not gonna lead to any benefits for the animal in mind. Every wild shape form receives same benefits from humanoid form. Gameplay is gonna be vastly different depending on the animal, but stat gains from humanoid form are gonna be the same. Instead, gonna give you example of how to build wild shape druid and go over everything that works and doesn't work while in beast form. First, let's go over attributes and how they change while wild shaped. Each animal has their own set of physical stats. Strength, dexterity and constitution of your character do not matter, as animals' physical stats take over all the physical attributes. Mental attributes, intelligence, wisdom and charisma are taken from the druid, not the animal, so animal form does not have any effect on the mental stats, as they stay the same with same saving throw bonuses applied. Equipment, be it accessories, weapons or armor, do not transfer their bonuses to animal form, none of it. So animal form works like nothing has been equipped. There are, however, some benefits to having good saving throws from equipment. Reason is starting the fight in humanoid form. Druids can cast spells before wild shaping, and spell effects are gonna persist as long as concentration is not broken. This is only beneficial if starting the fight as humanoid, so that concentration is not broken immediately in the first round. Circle of the Land Druid has access to buffing spells such as Haste, Mirror Image, Blur, Stone Skin, all very useful and can be used with wild shape as long as they have been cast before. Be warned that spells like Haste and Stone Skin require concentration that is easily broken in animal form. Thankfully, you can apply buffs through other means like throwing potions at them and casting buffing spells with other party members. Barkskin is especially useful either through potion or another party member due to most animals having low AC. Spells that last until next long rest like Long Strider and Speaking with Animals remain active in animal form and outside of it, so no need to worry about if spells like those are gonna be broken. Interesting thing about animal special attacks like Pounce, Crushing, Flight, Charge and so on. To succeed they require enemies to fail saving throw. To increase difficulty of such special abilities, meaning to make enemies less likely to resist, Charisma modifier is used. I am not sure if this is some kind of bug, as Wisdom is main ability for druids, but it is what it is. Charisma is definitely applied to difficulty of special attacks as things stand at the moment. Not every though. Rupture from Owlbear doesn't use Charisma, but hard to tell what it uses since description for it is bugged. Considering the fact Charisma is important for wild shape focused druids, this is what ability distribution should look like. We have no use of strength and dexterity, but constitution is useful for concentration saving throws before wild shape and for larger druid health pool. Wisdom and charisma should be at 16 as they affect all the spells and animal special abilities. Feat to take should be Tavern Brawler. It affects attack rolls significantly, but does not add to damage like it would with, for example, Monk unarmed attacks. +1 to Constitution from Tavern Brawler to make it 16 is also quite nice. Not sure which feats would work like Tavern Brawler, so feel free to add in comments if there are some especially useful like Tavern Brawler for Wild Shape. When it comes to multiclassing, there are barely any that offer benefits for Wild Shape. Barbarian Rage works, but while entering Rage, concentration is broken on spells cast by the druid, like Haste in this case. Spells and buffs still work if being cast on druid from someone else, even while raging. Great thing about Rage is that it lasts for 10 turns and reduces damage taken. Doesn't add to damage while wild shaped, but damage reduction helps a lot considering the low health of animals. Stone Skin spell also reduces damage taken like Rage, but concentration can be easily broken if it was cast by the druid on himself. Rage is far more reliable, so one level into Barbarian is definitely something to consider for Wild Shapers. Monk and Barbarian unarmored defense do not count towards animal armor class, so Barkskin spell and potion are quite useful. Chest piece for wild shape druids would be Forest Ages, as it grants advantage to Constitution saving throws and Barkskin, but Barkskin is broken when wild shaping as it is part of equipment bonus. It does offer more survivability and better concentration before wild shaping though, which is why we can neglect dexterity ability altogether to invest into other more important abilities, such as Constitution and Charisma. Considering all this info how to buff and play wild shape druid, let me show with Circle of the Land druid due to available self buffs. First we can cast spells like Long Strider that grant effects until long rest. Then we need one concentration spell combined with spells that don't require concentration like Mirror Image, Freedom of Movement and Protection from Poison. So cast all three or how many you want and then combine with concentration spell like Haste, Blur, Barkskin or Stone Skin. Then Wild Shape. With Rage it works a bit different. If you went one level of Barbarian for Rage, it needs to be used before Wild Shape. However, be warned that Rage breaks concentration on spells like Haste and Barkskin. There is a workaround though. Instead of druid buffing himself with spells like Barkskin and Haste, other party members can throw Potion of Speed or cast Haste spell on druid while in Wild Shape. That way Rage won't have any effect on buffing spells. Anyway, that is all. Hope this video helps in understanding Wild Shape and see you soon.